What's going on, Juicer? How you doing, man? Boy, they always give me hell about Juice having a wrench in here. I said, man, ain't no time Juice ain't gonna have a wrench in my chat, man. You know, that's the way it goes. Juice is as OG as they come. Juice, if the glove don't fit, you gotta quit, brother. So, welcome everybody to Encinitas, California. Hello, Shimei.
I
And that
didn't. I
was
didn't see him.
Juicer. Yeah, right,
Oh, he's
right
at the
there.
very.
Double trouble, right up there. I love Juice. Hey, Rio, how you doing?
Hi,
Uh,
Shimei. Anyone here? Ron Bird.
Ron, how you doing, everybody? Can you see that? Okay. Hey, anyone here? How you doing, Shimei? Good to see you. I'm really thrilled tonight that Tara and I just finished dinner here. There will be a review. Hey, Kimmy. Hello, Susan. Hey, Betty Smith. How you doing from Southern Minnesota? There will be a review. Hello, Toodles. Hello, Rhonda. Cobra John. How are you?
Cobra
Uh,
John.
I am thrilled tonight to, well, Tara, I mean, over 7 years I've known you now.
Well, I
Seven.
haven't seen you since October, but it feels like a year.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, for knowing you, coming, pardon me, my allergies are kind of besting me, but Tara and I go way. Hey, Liz. Tara and I go. Hey, Mr. Big. Tara. Hey, Robert. Must well say hi to a lot of people. I don't want to be rude. Hello, Jody. How are you
Jody,
doing?
Robert, Mr. Big,
Mr. Big. MX
Liz,
Big. Liz, how are you? Hey, Bo.
Bo,
Good to see you. I love Cobra John being in here. That's awesome. Linda Harper. How are you, sweetie pie? Hey,
Linda.
McDave. And flip flops. Good to see you. We got a lot of things to cover tonight. Yeah, we should get a Dutch Brothers. I don't believe that there's one in town here. The reason being down here is that land is hideously expensive down here for. I don't believe this town has a McDonald's. I
No.
don't. I don't. I think they have a prohibition against. I'm really shocked 7-Eleven is down here. And they kicked out a good cup of coffee for 79 cents down here tonight. Yeah, thank you. I love Tara. I've known, hey, North Carolina, USA. Hey, Mary, Amanda,
Amanda,
Nilla. Yeah, we're glad to see you. And I'm glad to see Rhonda in here tonight.
Rhonda,
My two Rhondas, Rhonda Columbos and Rhonda Blackburn in here. Nice to see you. Hi, Teresa. How you doing?
Teresa,
I hate McDonald's. Good thing there's Kitten Cat.
Kitten Cat.
Sometimes you ask me who my favorite mod is. She doesn't come in often, but I'll tell you, Kitten Cat just comes in and drops a gem once in a while on there, which I really appreciate. Let's backtrack a little bit. For those of you who, how you doing perfectly? For those of you, hey B, for those of you who don't know, I've known Tara for over 7 years now on YouTube. Good evening, Mike Jordan, and she's you, Nicole, Francis. I don't know. Hey,
Cheryl,
Cheryl.
Smelly,
You, me, Nicole,
Toodles.
Missy Jen. Who else did we use? Serena. You remember old Serena that used to be on the, I don't know if you were in the green rooms back then, in the early Google Hangouts. I think you were kind of doing your own thing. But we started by just commenting on each other. Amanda May, I think, was kind of the bridge between you and me, or Missy Jen. I don't know how I followed you because of Amanda May was talking about you. So good evening, Miss Pedwina. How are you tonight? Nice to
Well,
see
you
you.
know we were watching each other's videos
Yeah,
before live stream.
yeah. This was what we call BLS before live streaming. There was a YouTube. It was just putting up videos and commenting on videos, and over time our friendship developed. And for 3 years, you've come up to the Rancho to
No, I've been there four
4
times.
times, and is I love the way that Tara always says this is the only place I ever vacation is is up to the Rancho. But I got all screwed up this year because of the stupid jury duty. So I think Tara, we're looking at October now. And I was talking to Tara about, Mr. Z and Monkey Boy. They're always asking me about Tara, when's she coming to Vegas and all that. So fingers crossed, we may actually get Tara down to Vegas this year. I don't want to disclose a time yet or anything, but I think it would be awesome to hang with her down there. So hello, everybody. Welcome to you. We got Quirky Girl, my official channel mascot, on here. Good to see you. I got my official Quirky Girl. Yeah, I got my official thumbnailographer, Jody, here, Jody Savini. And I've also got, hey, Silver Diamond.
Silver.
And I got the greatest moderator core on the Boyd/DC. So I'm very happy to welcome them. We did do dinner tonight. I met Tara about 6 o'clock tonight. We were originally going to go to this place called Lobster West, which just has lobster rolls. But there's no indoor dining there. So we ended up going to a kind of a, what would you call it, local watering hole here, like a bar and grill.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a review on that coming up tomorrow. And I'm just going to jump forward to tomorrow because the weather might get funky down here, and there's not
Scottish.
You know, depending on what the weather situation, and Tara tells me it's going to rain tomorrow. So depending on what the weather situation is, I might either cruise around Carlsbad, see if I can track down Kim Kardashian up there and the whole clan, or I might blow off to Palm Springs. I haven't quite decided yet, so I'm going to do that on the fly. I did get some video. Look at what Cheryl said.
Hi, Cheryl.
Let me show you. Look at
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I had the burger, Cheryl.
This will, not to let the cat out of the bag, this will be one of my lowest rated restaurant reviews here. And I think the thing that tempted us to go over there was right across the street from Lobster West, plus the fact they said they were open under new management. But generally, you're not going to have a tremendous eat at a bar and grill kind of place. The weather's got to be beautiful in Palm Springs. Yeah, I think it's going to be between that and Vegas, it's going to be between 85 and 100, which is right in my great zone. So we'll see. But if it's raining tomorrow, there's really not any point in sticking around Encinitas too much. Just to backtrack to, you saw my morning upload, which was a shorty telling you guys I went to a Central Valley town. I've always been interested in finding a town in the Central Valley. Not a big one like Fresno or Modesto, but a hard scrabble town. And I think I must have been the first tourist in the history of that town to ever go through. So you'll definitely want to check out that video of a town that has a pretty horrific history in California and stuff, and they've literally been through hell with what this local population endured because of years of fertilizer and pesticides and things, and what that did to the groundwater up there. So that's going to roll about 5 a.m. in the morning tomorrow, and then tonight I'll be able to work on the initial welcome to Encinitas. I did manage to go out and get a little video because it was sunny. I was worried about it was going to rain tomorrow, so I figured I better grab something with some sunshine. It was a gorgeous day out here today, just beautiful. I love this place. Tara doesn't like, she likes, tell her, you like gloomy, rainy.
I like the England weather. Snow and rain and cold and cloudy.
I told her we should flip houses or something, because I love it down here because it's sunny 330 days of the year, right? 330 days of the year, and I love that. Can you hear you? Yeah, the allergies are kicking me, Craig. Yeah, they are.
Hi, Craig.
Thank you, Silver Diamond and Scottish. Nice to see you, sweetie. If I miss anybody on here, I can't forget my Scottish girl. Hello, Jennifer N. So that'll be coming up, and I swear my title's perfect because I'm sure I'm the first tourist in the history of that that nondescript town coming through. But it satisfied my curiosity about a small. It was worth the 22-mile detour off I-5 and then 22 miles back to I-5 to do that. And I don't like to do traditional tourist content. As you guys know, I like to go for the unusual, the soft underbelly of life, how the real people live. Yeah, Encinitas will be a nice, it's just so damn picturesque here. And I got to tell you guys, you can certainly tell the pandemic, at least here in people's minds, is winding down because this. I thought I was walking in Manhattan today. All right, this town was just slammed with people today. It was almost beyond belief the volume of people that were walking the streets and partying. It was like better than old times. I think people were just like compressed springs. Hey, Vicky, how you doing?
Vicky?
I was telling Tara, I think people have just been compressed like springs for a year. I told her hotel prices have doubled everywhere since people are traveling again. Um, and, you know, this a town like Encinitas is definitely upper crust. It's big money, big money. You see a lot of Lamborghinis, a lot of Porsches, real high-end BMWs, Mercedes. You know, the women are knockout gorgeous in this town, and it's just an amazing place. Why do I like to stop here? Well, number one, it's Tara was kind enough to drive up from San Diego, which is 20 miles south of where I am in Encinitas, and I always appreciate you taking time to come up and meet me because I jerked her around with the visiting rancho schedule because of the damn jury duty and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, she's cute and she's a lot of fun too. And Tara is a good quality person, which I really dig. She's been a great friend. So number one, Tara lives close to the area. Number two, this place is a boondocker's dream. Normally, when you have towns that are super wealthy, it's very difficult to boondock. But this town sort of has that live and let live mentality. As long as you're not hooting and hollering and tearing up the streets, there's a lot of van dwellers here. There's a lot of people here that you ain't no ugly dwarf, quirky girl. That
Quirky?
you know, it's a boondocking paradise here. So when you bed down for the night, as quiet as can be. Plus, you just have dramatic scenery here overlooking the Pacific. Wouldn't you say it's one of the
Jennifer?
one like Oceanside is flat, kind of to the ocean. It's all Navy and retired Navy and military in there, so it's really crowded in. Oceanside is really packed in these days. But you come down to Encinitas, and things are a little more spread out and a little more chill. So I really like that. I really enjoy that. How you doing, Jeffrey? Yeah, there's the
Jeffrey?
Marines, there's the Navy, there's a
Jeffrey?
huge retirement core of people down in Oceanside. Carlsbad, super hideously expensive. San Clemente, super hideously expensive. You know, unusual you go a little inland, and up where Kim Kardashian and that clan lives up there is really super high end expensive property up in that area. So we're about 20 miles north of San Diego. So I've kind of set the stage. Maybe I'll be here, maybe not tomorrow. I will be putting a video together on Encinitas. I did grab some scenes here today. Former Miss America. Maybe we've been making our way down. No, I'm not. I don't think I'm going to go down to Metro San Diego if the weather's going to be funky tomorrow. And you told me it's going to be pretty good chance of rain tomorrow. I can see the cloud bank coming in over here. If that's the case, yeah, beach town's kind of the last place you want to be in the rain. You know, so I'm going to be tempted to go vamoose inland here and get over to the desert area. So yeah, we're broadcasting from an undisclosed location tonight. Navy's very big. Do you know I love a man in uniform? Yes, Sean, absolutely. Just to finish up, then I'm gonna turn it to Tara. We're going to find out what's going on in Tara's world. But I just wanted to update you guys. This is the only potentially bad weather day of the whole trip I have tomorrow.
Hi, Gary. Gary?
Yeah, Jerry K. Yeah, once we get up to the high desert, area and over that way, it's sunny, hot, which is exactly what I love. So I might push on to Palm Springs tomorrow. It just depends if I wake up tomorrow morning and I check the weather, or I hear the pitter patter of raindrops, then I'm just going to text Tara and tell her I'm heading out. So that'll be it. Otherwise, if I stay around tomorrow and it doesn't get too funky, then you'll see Tara tomorrow night too. I'm going to hang out with her tomorrow evening too. Check the local. Yes, I'm in Tara's territory here. Yes, I am. And I always thought it was funny because I love the weather here, and Tara loves the England weather of. You like chilly on top of it too, and damp and
Chilly, but not cold. I like cold, but
love this. It's got crazy, crazy. How you doing, Eddie?
Eddie.
How are you? Good to
Hi,
see
Eddie.
you. I know you're
Greg.
into the gaming big time. I have a question for you. I'm 10 years older than Roden. Would you suggest an Xbox or PlayStation is more user friendly?
It's the
would you
same
tell
thing.
Craig?
Same thing. Get either one. I play the PlayStation, so
How user friendly are they when you chalk up your first game? I mean, is it everything geared
yeah.
towards the advanced gamer,
Yeah.
or is it just levels that you pick to
No,
start
it's
them?
geared for. They want to sell those things, so
Okay,
it's geared
so
for anybody.
so basically, Craig, it's geared for idiots like me to get on there and start to whale away on the Xbox or the PlayStation. Yeah, that was nice. Silver Diamond is awesome. Diamond's been a great supporter of the channel. Thank you, Silver. I really appreciate that. Joey D.
Joey D.
Yeah, Joey sent something today. I really appreciate that. He's taking some time off of YouTube, which I can appreciate. Quite a few other people, Brenda Stewart. There's just a lot of very kind people out there, and I'm still really very appreciative of that. So, having said all that, Tara, we were talking about you are a working person. You're a ham and egger
Yeah.
for many years. And how many years have you been with your same company now?
2022.
22 years. That beats me, right? I've been doing medical work for 21 years, so that kind of beats me. But you do work in the technology field. I'm not going to dox or anything like that, and that could be one of 10,000 companies down here in San Diego and Orange County and LA County. But it's kind of interesting. Your company put down a new order.
It's an old one, but now they're.
Oh, okay.
What do you call it?
They're enforcing it rigorously that you can't talk. You're not supposed to talk to anybody.
Yeah, you can only talk about work-related things. Hi,
Tara would
Scotty.
say, you can't ask how about those Padres or how about those Chargers
Nope.
anymore on the floor. Some people have quit, right? Some people have given up. I couldn't work in an environment like that because I like to yak and I like to talk. But your work is not repetitive. When I was working at Western Electric in the cable shop doing wire wrapping and other things, a lot of that was very repetitive work, so nobody really gave a damn. Yeah, boring job that is. Well, I don't know. According to Terry, you need a high degree of attentiveness at all times on there. So
we don't need to talk anyway. So
it's not like the ladies knitting bee where you're just sitting around bullshitting and stuff like that. So how you doing, Monkey Boy? Good to see you.
Steve, Monkey Boy.
Yeah. So, do you have any goals for 2021? Or she's got a beautiful car. You're going to see that on the video before dinner tomorrow. A little opener with Tara. Your car is really spanking. It really is. I like your color choice. Why don't you tell people what you bought?
Oh, a 2017 Honda Accord Sport.
But how about the condition that thing's in?
Well, it looks pretty.
Yeah, but I'm saying it must have been a lease because how many miles were on it when you bought it?
24,000.
So it might have been a lease car.
Who knows?
Because lease cars, they got to keep them in great shape, and the rental cars, they'll sometimes bomb them out and stuff like that. But it's a really sweet looking machine. And yeah, man, cover your ears.
Yeah, man. It's a Ford Accord. Ford Accord. Yeah, man.
Tara said she's not buying a Ford again. Sorry, yeah, man. That's just the way it goes. You know, you had the Focus before? And what kind of issues did you have with the Focus?
Automatic clutch modulator. And I had a Ford Ranger before that, and I had a clutch problem. They wanted me to replace the whole clutch kit, and that was only 40,000 miles, and
And how many dollars did they want to do that job?
1,000. I just, it's a shame you got to replace the whole clutch kit on a Ford Ranger after just 40,000 miles.
Yeah. Ford F on race day. Ford F. I put over 300,000 miles on my car. Yeah, I don't see any reason that an Accord can't go 200,000 miles. Okay, I mean that's like, to me, that's beginning to get to the edge of where you might start to experience a few problems. But I know some people. I know one person has revved up a 2006 Accord, has now gone over 400,000 miles. 400,000 miles.
I have a coworker at over 400,000.
400,000 miles. So they came in one Accord. That's right, quirky girl. So
Hi, Leah.
You'll get a look at the car tomorrow, Honda and Toyota. But I have to say, American-built cars are getting, they're definitely up there in the quality now. So many American-made vehicles, and that's only because competition forced them to really up their
Well, I
game.
know Yeah Man's doing a good job.
Yeah.
The F-150, I know, is a decent truck.
It's called the franchise, right? That's what he calls it. When I went to visit Yeah Man in Dearborn, he said, "Rosie, I'm taking you to the franchise." I mean, that's the heart of Ford Motor Company that pays for everything else to be developed and done. Now they're building a big electric car factory up there too. Next time, he told me he's going to get me on the factory floor there at the Dearborn plant. That'll be pretty cool. But he wants me to wear my bikini underneath and then just pull it out on the assembly line. Whip it off on there. Got my Ford, yeah. So that's good. But I always thought that her Focus rode very well. I liked the car, actually. I liked the design of it and everything else. But at 40,000 miles, you shouldn't have issues. Hey, Molly, how are you? Hey, Joni, how you doing? How you doing, Joni?
Molly and Joni.
And if you're just coming in, if you could hit the thumbs up button. Yeah, Nomad Land won Best Picture. I'm not surprised about that, Betty Smith. My question is, did Bob Wells attend the Oscar ceremony at the Kodak Pavilion in L.A.? That's my burning question. Maybe Shemay knows that. I'm not sure.
Hi, Angus.
Nomad Land was supposed to be a tearjerker. I haven't seen it yet. I live the dream, right? I don't need to see it in a movie. But yeah, so no, I was surprised, Betty Smith. Wouldn't you think that Bob Wells could have done quite a video to pop on a tuxedo and go to show up? I mean, he was one of the principal characters in the movie. I don't know. But I suspect that's going to touch off a whole huge rise in nomads and traveling people out here. So I'm a little ahead. I'm glad I'm ahead of the game a little bit. So, well, what else is going on? Your family's doing okay?
Yeah, my mom has some dizzy spells once in a while. I'm playing Batman on the PlayStation, and I asked Rosie if she watched Batman when she was a kid.
Adam West, yeah. Yeah, I sure did.
Wasn't Catwoman hot?
Yeah, she was Julie Newmar. Yeah, and a lot of people at that time thought that she was a trans.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they tried to nail her as trans. I mean, that was the rumor that was going around Hollywood, which kind of surprised me because she'd been in quite a few series and things, and she was very statuesque and quite striking. We always watch that. For me, it was for me, who made Batman was Cesar Romero. I mean, that was it. When the Joker was on, shit, it was on. Joker and Penguin. I didn't care for Frank Gorshin as the Riddler too much, but damn if I didn't love um,
The Joker.
yeah, what's his name? The actor's name skips my mind right now, but certainly Caesar Romero as the Joker.
Yeah, he was good.
He was excellent. He was great. Yeah, Lee. Well, was Lee Merriweather one, but also didn't wasn't Julie Newmar in that too? You know. Yeah, that's right. And
High
I'm
double
older than
shot.
that. I'm older than that. Hey, double shot, how you doing? So, Vicky's thumbs up. So what else is going on? You and I don't mean this in a negative way because you're a homebody.
Yeah.
Yeah. And have you always been a homebody? Have you always enjoyed solitude?
Yes.
Okay.
I think it was the way I was raised. There wasn't any people for me to play with when I was a little kid, and when I went to first grade, I went too early. I was too young, but they just shoved me in there anyways. So
Shoved you in like a hot dog in a bun, didn't they? Huh? And what happened?
oh, I think I failed first grade, but my mom, I think she pushed me on to second grade when we moved, and I did good.
Now, is that because you didn't have people to play, because you were moving a lot,
You know, to be honest, I think what happened was when I was in first grade, remember the 70s, the gas problem?
Oh, yeah, the 74, 73, 74, no gasoline. Yeah.
So people
yeah.
would have a gas tank outside their house, right? Some people. Have you ever seen that?
No, I didn't see it in my area.
Okay, in Wisconsin.
Baltimore, you dare not leave it on the streets or it's going to be a fireball in the morning. If they saw a gas tank, there'd be somebody typing M80 to it and run. Boom.
Well, we had a gas
I
tank.
remember I grew up in Baltimore, okay?
We had a gas tank, and guess what I would do?
What?
I would sniff that gas. I would lie on top and smell the gas. And I wonder if I had brain damage at that age because of that.
Don't tell me you ate paint chips too, or
No.
something like that. No paint chips around there. How you doing? Charlotte? Good to see you. Yeah, Quirky said you colored outside the lines. You know, in first grade. I always tell people a crazy story. I always felt a deficiency in my education, but for some reason, go ahead.
But you remember in first grade I told you in a hangout that the kids were mean and they spit in my food?
What city was this in?
Prairie du Chien, Wisconsin.
That's so uncharacteristic of
They
Wisconsin,
were mean.
you know?
Mean.
It's strange. You think of Wisconsin as like, you know, gentle and rolling hills and beautiful red-cheeked
I was
women.
scared in school.
Okay.
And it could have been the gas sniffing as a child.
Interesting. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I got to tell you, and I've told it on Hangouts before, when I drove from Milwaukee, Wisconsin to
Hi, Ashy.
to Dubuque, Iowa. There's a town I'd like to spend some time in, Dubuque, Iowa. That took me across absolutely positively the most beautiful farmland I ever saw in America. Dairies, rolling beautiful hills, green. Every barn was meticulously maintained and painted, and houses. I mean, I felt like I was driving through a painting. You know, it was amazing, you know. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Scorpio.
There you go, Craig. Scorpio. How you doing, Janet? Good to see
And
you.
I do believe in the zodiac signs. Hi, Jody.
Frances McDormand just won Best Actor. Yeah, that's good. Probably going to be a big one. Yeah, still is. Yeah. So, I mean, I just love, you know, I've got Ronnie in here. He lives in, up in Sheboygan. I'd love to get up to Sheboygan, and that's where they make the real brats up there.
Hi, Susie, too.
Everybody tells me Milwaukee's got great brats, but if you want out of this world brats, go to Sheboygan, further up the road there. So I definitely look forward to doing that. Sherry says Tera.
Hi,
There we go.
Sherry and Sherry.
Now, tell me on a map. I can picture the state of Minnesota. Where's Prairie du
Right
Chien?
by it.
Right.
Right by Dubuque,
Oh, well,
Iowa.
right across the border then
Yeah.
from there. Might have been too much of an Iowa influence in there or something like that. So it's unusual. Usually you think of that like farm kids and stuff like that. Is that because your dad was moving around all the time at that time, or
I don't know. I just
how
remember
did you
them.
end up there?
Well, that's where he was working.
Okay, but he was working in all different places, right?
Not in Wisconsin. He was
Okay,
stuck in one spot.
all right. Because your father, knew all the great cowboy Gene Autry and a lot of the great. What did he do? Remind me again his connection to Hollywood and all that. He was an excellent horseman, right?
Well, he was friends with Sons of the Pioneers. What was that show? Was it called Sons of the
Might
Pioneers?
have been. Might have
Okay,
been.
the goofy guy on the show.
Oh, was he on Gunsmoke too? That
No,
guy? I thought he was friends with.
he was.
Okay,
He was close friends with Festus,
Festus. Yeah.
and he was close friends with the goofy guy on the Sons of the Pioneers TV show. So because of him knowing those two, you get to meet everybody else.
Yeah.
Burl
So
Lives.
he knew a lot of those
Yeah.
people. Now he was also did rodeo. He was an outstanding horseman too and performer, right?
No, he was only good in one section of the rodeoing. One of the bronc riding is one of them. He wasn't a bull rider, but he was a bronc rider.
You wouldn't get me on a bronc either, man. Jerking up and down and all that. Joni Portwood says, "Do you ever see Confederate flags in California?"
Hi, Joni.
Do you ever see Confederate flags around San Diego?
Not anymore. I did before the COVID.
I never really saw a lot of Confederate. I can't even remember in Santa Rosa ever seeing a Confederate flag, which is unusual. The town of Petaluma in California was very
Hi, Rachel. Yiva.
was very pro-Union, and Santa Rosa was very pro-Confederacy. And one time they had what's called the Battle of Washoe Tavern, where they were going to, the people in Santa Rosa were so pissed off at the people in Petaluma, and the people in Petaluma were so pissed off at the people in Santa Rosa that they started marching and were going to meet halfway and have a battle there in California. And they ended up just getting drunk in the tavern and just forgetting about forgetting about the war altogether and all that. So right near you in Oceanside. Nice, Rochelle. Nice. I'm
Hi,
from
Rochelle.
Montana and seen some around here. I've seen a Confederate flag on the to get healthier. I did get, well, nice for you, Ashy Fox. Good for you. Excellent. Congratulations. Well, you already got a good start because you're beautiful. So, hey, Patricia. Be on there afraid to fly. No, I don't think so. It's just California feels,
Patricia.
Having been raised in the South, and all the prejudices that came from living in Baltimore, and Baltimore was a nest of vipers and spies, and very pro-Confederacy and in the Civil War. And definitely there were Southern sympathies, but there wasn't a big display of Confederate flags at that time because it was still kind of, people still felt there was a stigma attached to Southern pride at that time. They were still wounded about 100 years after the Civil War. And I knew daughters of officers that lived in the apartment building that I worked in as an assistant, helping the maintenance man collect trash and stuff, and they were just awful with their prejudices and things like that. But they didn't fly. There was no hint of the Confederacy at all. They just didn't. That really came about really when I have to really say when the Dukes of Hazzard came along and they had the General Lee and they put that Confederate flag on top of it. That's when I noticed that there was a real explosion of a reemergence of pride in the Confederacy, pride in the South, and now I sort of see that that's waning a little bit. So.
Hey, Patricia.
I don't think our chat's advancing here.
What did you think?
Hey, how you doing, Kyle? I'm sorry if I missed anybody.
Hi, Kyle.
Kimmy and Jen. Hi, baby doll. How are you? Hey, Melissa. How you doing, sweetie? I'm proud of Ashley. She
Melissa?
did that. Ashley did. Tera, me and you would kick ass gaming. Yeah, there you go. Elmer says hello, Tera.
I'm
Hey,
gonna shout
Elmer.
out. I gotta shout out Elmer for being one of my best buddies, always commenting on my videos.
Yeah,
So shout out to Elmer.
Elmer's amazing. He sent me some T-shirts. He sent stuff before. He's a great guy over in Deutschland, over in Germany. Good friend, personal friend of Missy Jen, and he's just been a fixture on the channel. He's been a constant on the channel, which I really love. So, Tara, I never knew that about your first grade experience with that at Prairie du Chien up in Wisconsin. Where did you move after that, or how long did you stay up in Wisconsin?
I was in Wisconsin 1 year, 1 or 2 years. Well, wait. No, we went. I was born in Phoenix, lived in Denver my first year alive as a baby, and then from age 2 to 7 was
Hey,
Wisconsin.
Ilva. Do you remember the winters there? How brutal they were?
They were brutal, yeah.
Brutal. Damn, I just couldn't do that. I thought it was brutal enough in the Mid-Atlantic, but geez, I just couldn't imagine the weather up there. Come to Wisconsin and smell our dairy. I don't know about that, quirky girl. What's the best place you ever? What's your fondest memory of the best place that you ever knew?
Well, where I live now, around
Okay,
the Carlsbad.
but you don't like it weather-wise, but you like it.
I don't need the weather that I enjoy.
Well, you're not a beach person, right? I mean, I'm definitely like a beach person and a kind of a sun person.
I would rather live in Carlsbad and not have my favorite weather than live somewhere else with my favorite weather.
Yeah.
Since I'm an indoor person anyways, I like to just be a home girl.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was kind of gonna discuss next was you think because of maybe that first grade experience and things they can have great repercussions in childhood.
Well, it's funny that you should mention that because psychologists say we develop our personality at age around 6 and 5 years old. Have you heard that?
I think that's probably true.
And it makes sense with you because you were with your dad fixing the stereos at that age, and here you are now. That's still your passion.
Yeah.
So we all develop our likings at about age 5, 6, and 7.
Yeah, I was a bit on the short side, so I made up for it with humor, and I was always a class clown and always getting in trouble in the principal's office, and my mother used to dread going up to the parent-teacher conferences because the siblings were all good as gold, and then it would get to me, and it'd be like, come home, and they'd just hear my name being called, and get the hell down here, Boy, I hate to go to these conferences because when we get to your teachers, it's like a whole different ball game out there, and I don't know. I always enjoyed being a class clown, but I think class clowns adapt to society, I think, quite well, and things like that. So weird. I should enjoy sitting in cars outside bars. Then there you go, Cheryl. I was too. There we go, Quirky. I can imagine Quirky. Double Shot says he or she was quiet. So I think it's interesting. I never knew that. Yeah, good smile. Yeah, nice to meet Tera. Sharon, meet Tera.
Hi, Sharon.
She's been on YouTube longer than I have. So.
I can't see everybody, so hello to everybody.
Yeah, I'm trying to read. Okay, Double Shot. I'm sorry, I never really knew, honey. So apologies to you. You're young compared to me, so retirement is still a good ways off in your future.
Yeah, I'm 51, so I got another 15 years.
So did they vest you in profit sharing
No,
or
we don't have
anything?
any of
Okay.
that.
401k?
They have it, but I don't get
Okay.
involved because you know it's.
I don't, it was easy for me because I needed my damn money. That's the difference. I don't know. No one could make you understand why. Hey, is that hot RV living? How you doing? Good to see you. How was your?
Oh,
How's
hi,
my
Jen
night?
Jen.
Yeah, we got James. There's
Jen
Jen
Jen.
Jen. But don't get mad. Jen Jen loves me more. Okay, so I hate to break your heart. But yeah, good
She
to
loves
see.
rich life of road
Yeah.
trips the most.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
Marshall.
Well, the thing Jen's never hesitant to speak her mind, as none of all my moderators. Just I remember when Cyanide Cupcake all of a sudden went front and center on Real Stream News. That was a real eye opener. But I don't want to say the girls got balls, but they stand up and be counted. They counted on there. So, how long do you envision yourself working still?
Till 66.
Okay. Till 66,
Those
and then
15 more years.
kaboom, 15 more
I don't
years.
know if
Hey
I'm going to live that
Jesse, how you
long.
doing? Jesse, say hi to Tara.
Hi, Jesse.
Oh, I'm sure you look a lot better than I do, but this hat. Every time I wear this hat out on trips, every store I go to, every bar. We went into this place for dinner tonight, and the first thing I walked outdoor to the patio, and Tara will tell you, they started hooting and hollering, "Woo! Yeah, cowgirl! Woo!" I mean, I get all kinds of compliments on the. It's a nice traveling hat. If it's super sunny, it kind of keeps the sun off a bit too. So I like it. Got her. Yeah,
Laura.
that's right. I got my Titus Grande. That's what they call me on the streets of Algodones. Big tits. Here comes Titus Grande. Rosie, Titus Grande, ¿Cómo estás? I hope to get down there again soon too. I will be returning to Mexico to get some dental work done. I'm only working max 10 more years, and it's Johnny Paycheck moment. Take this job and shove it. Well, thank you, Betty Smith. You're so sweet. I
Hi,
like
Betty.
Betty. Betty Smith is Southern Minnesota. I like the way every time she comes in, hey, hello from Southern Minnesota. Betty Smith in the chat. Save a horse
Hi,
ride.
Tess.
We were saying we need two nice girls to settle down with us. That's what we need, right?
Yeah, I think Rosie and I both want to marry a woman, and we'll both go. All four of us will hang out
That's
someday.
it. And we'll just sing happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Lucky Beans, how you doing?
Hi,
Don't use
Lucky
from
Beans.
You said, Terry, you told me you was from Arkansas. I've been spreading rumors. You did have your time in Arkansas.
Did I forget to mention Arkansas?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I was in Arkansas from 78 to
Well,
88.
put it on your age, though. Don't put it on the years. Tell me how old you were when you were in Arkansas.
Second grade to 12th.
Okay, so when did you work at the chicken plant and he almost got gutted with a knife or whatever when the guy threatened to kill you at the chicken plucking plant?
Right when I got my little Mazda truck in 80, 85.
That's still my favorite terror story of all time, and she never even cracks a smile when she tells the horror on the line. She was working with some kind of freaking ex-convict down the line, and he's like, "You better be damn careful with it." What were you doing, plucking, or what were you? You did the first cut on the chicken coming.
No, we were
You put them on
catching
the
them.
cone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we both were.
And what do you say if you slip or if you better
That he
be?
would kill me.
Yeah, he kill you. That he didn't show up for work, right?
2 days later, he worked one night, he worked the second night, the third night, he wasn't there anymore.
Yeah, prayers, Lucky Beans. Love you. So I love that. I love that on the chicken. Chicken was that Tyson Hudson or which
Tyson.
Tyson Foods? Yeah, just working that line. What do you all think of me putting wood siding on my camper like a cabin? I'm not sure, Jody, because the elements. If you were to tell me, you're going to weigh it down some, you're probably going to affect the balance of the camper body on the truck. You have to consider the amount of weight that you're going to be putting on that. And also, are you ready to have that sun absorption of the additional heat from a darker color than white? There's a reason that, truck campers are all white because that reflects some of the heat in summertime. So if you put some wood siding on, you're going to be retaining more heat through that. So, just my opinion. Take Tera on the spooky chooch, I can imagine. Well, I'm trying to get her up. We're kind of pushing back till around Halloween time. And we'll figure out something to do. We'll figure out something to do. Hey, Melinda.
Melinda.
Tara, I'll tell you the funny story about spiders. I'd come and she'd seen my stupid Vegas chooches, and I love black widows. It's like I just
Justin.
love them. I still want to get that jet black Chrysler 300 with a black widow on the hood, and underneath of the door handles, little black widows, and one below the key thing in the trunk, a little black widow back there. But I was talking about black widows and stuff, and Tara's up on the rancho, and she's like, "You got a big ass black widow right at the door to the shine shack," and that thing was huge.
Well, it didn't matter.
It
It's
was
there.
big. It was a big ass widow. Then I took the flashlight. I started looking around the rancho. The freaking place was infested with black widows everywhere, and I'm like, man, I couldn't even sleep that night. It was insane, the number of black widows. I think spiders. I don't know. I just love the look of black. I'm fascinated by black widows. I love that hourglass. I love that jet black high gloss finish on them. I just
I
every
too be.
August, September, it's always on my agenda to go 2 or 3 times to go black widow hunting because that's just so tremendous to do that, and so many people love that and watch those streams. I saw an albino. Wow, that's pretty cool double shot. I need a porch spider. Yeah, there we go. See, I'm not really enamored with them, but spiders don't like freak me out as much as like farm animals and things are very frightening to me. Goats and horses and cows and things like that. Chickens. You never know if they're going to go into attack mode or something. So I mean, I'll take the spiders. Are you guys serious? I would never kill a spider. I don't kill animals. Hey, Noreen, you see when I go metal detecting, if I pull up an earthworm, I just put it right back
Noreen.
down. I don't. Goats just look weird with their eyes. I don't kill any living thing. Okay. Sometimes it's unavoidable, but if you purposely kill something, then I don't care what it is. I'm not going to kill spiders. I'll slap a mosquito. I'll smack a fly. I'll zap a roach, a rat, or something like that. But otherwise, I don't. I don't do that.
Hi,
Will
Lynn.
Tara be around for a chooch? um,
Rhonda.
I don't know what the weather situation is going to be tomorrow night. I don't know how long the rain is going to stick around. If I stick in town and it's not rainy, we may actually chooch the streets of Encinitas here and do a little. Do you like that little walkabout? Just check it out a few blocks or whatever. And I'd like to see Moonlight Beach. Moonlight Beach is beautiful here. It's down the hill, and you have that. It's right on the ocean. It's a beautiful beach. This is a very hilly town here. When you drop down some of those coastal overlooks, those bluffs are, 100,
Yeah, this is a good
150
area
feet. Yeah,
to
it's
chooch.
beautiful. It's a good area. So we'll see, Rhonda, if the weather's funky, there's no point sticking around here because, doing videography in the rain, and it's just, you know, it's just, it doesn't convey snow. You can deal with that. You can do something very cool with snow, but you'd really be pressing your creative talents to do something with rain. And this is the only rainy day that is on the whole trip, I think so. What else? Who's the good looking? Hey, Weapon. That's Tera, my friend Tera
Nave?
Boo. Weapon. Weped. Said, who's the good looking blonde? That's Tera.
Hi.
Yeah, it's not fun in the rain. So worst comes to worst, I already got a lot of good. I already got some good footage. Some of my walk and talk may not make a lot of sense. I might have to re-record for some of that. But just to remind you guys that are coming, I did veer off of I-5 today and go way over 20 miles to a town in the Central Valley. It's something I've always wanted to do. A
I
small
winged.
small
White.
town.
His name is White?
Weapon.
Weapon. Hi, Weapon.
Weapon. Weped. And I was telling Tara, I think I'm the first and probably the last tourist that town will ever see. So make sure you check out that video tomorrow.
Angus.
That's going to go
Hi,
live.
Angus.
I think that's going live 5 a.m. on the East Coast. So, hey, Olivia Fig Newton John. See, that's one of my favorite names on YouTube.
Yeah,
right
you're our favorite name, Olivia
I just
Fig Newton.
love that name, Olivia Fig Newton John.
Maybe that's Happy Meal.
I don't think so. I think Happy Meal's still coming and trolled me just rarely. Once in a while he'll show up. It's like Ski-Wee's laid low now, you know?
Oh.
You know, Ski-Wee's basically almost disappeared now from what Tribe was telling me, so I don't know. Rosie, I've struggled with bread on a diet. Can you do what Tara says? Ezekiel bread. I don't know if you have it over there. A sprouted grain bread.
It's at Trader Joe's.
Because I lost 15 pounds on keto, so it worked really well. And she told me, get the natural peanut butter. Don't get the stuff that says natural. Get the stuff with no sugar. Get some Ezekiel bread, which is a sprouted grain millet. You said millet's critical. And that worked out really well for me. So, hey, Darla, how are you? The Simple Life. That show was cool, yeah. So let me ask you this, Tara, because people have asked me before. Is there any place in the world outside of the United States that you would like to see in the world? Or are you content to just be?
Yeah, I'm content to stay in my house.
Okay, so you don't have any attraction to, say, going to Malaysia or Romania or
maybe Russia.
That's
about it.
Tajikistan, Azerbaijan, Armenia. You don't have any interest in any of that stuff. So now, was your dad was quite the traveler in the U.S., right? So
yep.
How about your mom? Did she enjoy travel or cruising or anything? She's also.
Oh yeah. She likes to travel around the world.
Oh yeah.
And she's already done that.
Okay.
Now, like I told you, my fondest memories of my whole life was road trips with my mom and dad in the late 70s.
Yep.
And one reason was the music. And I would lie in the back seat listening to the Lincoln Continental beautiful stereo while we're taking trips around South Dakota, North Dakota, Wisconsin, Iowa.
That's nice. I think we were stuffed in 8 of us in a 63 Chevrolet wagon, so that wasn't the greatest listening experience in the world. Oh man. Hey Sugarcane, how are you, sweetie? I haven't been to Paris since 1974, guys. That's how long it's been.
Hey, did you know that Yamaha and that other company you like are still making vinyl LP?
Oh yeah, vinyl's made a
turntables.
Bit of a, vinyl's been making a bit of a comeback.
And they say the best one is the Yamaha.
Yamaha's always made great stereo components. Yeah, great name in stereophonics. So rocking to the golden oldies. That's right. So
what's the one you like? That's M.A.
Marantz.
Do they still make the console receiver, the console CD player like
Yeah, I think they do. The Marantz name's still around, but the golden age of Marantz was, in the 60s through the up to about 82, 83. That company was started in Kew Gardens in Queens, Brooklyn, New York by Sol Marantz and his mother on a kitchen table
No.
there. But you know what the common thread for all the great vintage audio manufacturers was? They were all musicians and would get pissed off like Avery Fisher, who the Avery Fisher Music Hall is named after in New York City. Saul Morant, Avery Fisher would go to concerts and they would come home and they would buy the records, the high fidelity records of the same songs, and they were heartbroken because the sound quality was so piss poor compared to a concert hall experience. So they set their goal to try to be as faithfully reproduce that music as they possibly could. Yilva said, I traveled around the world before I had my child. Now we mostly go at our lake house. That's nice.
Hi, Yuva.
What was that? Was dog's name was Nipper. Dog's name was Nipper, the RCA dog. And then initially, when the RCA, hey Laura, when the pardon me, the allergies just
Hi,
got
Laura.
me. Interestingly enough, when the thumbs up are appreciated if you're coming in, guys. We'd like to try to hit 150 thumbs up tonight for the Tera girl. When the RCA came out in the 20s with that whole his master's voice, Nipper was originally sitting on top of a wooden coffin with the Victrola on top of it. And the thing was that the sound reproduction was so good at the record that he thought it was his master's voice, but his master was in the casket down below. Well, that freaked out people so much they had to remove the casket from the original advertising and just have Nipper staring into the Victrola horn on that thing. So I don't know what happened to Nipper, but Nipper started out sitting on top of a casket with a Victrola. That's how that all started. But that was just too much for people to handle. So, I remember I went to Trump. I went to in Atlantic City. I used to go to Trump Plaza. I used to go to Clare Ridge. I used to go to Resorts International, and then the Taj Mahal when that opened. Trump opened another one that was a disaster. His wife was involved in it, his first wife or something. I'm going to go to sleep tonight, Sharon. It's been a long.
Hi, Sharon.
It's been about 450 miles on the road today, and plus you factor in the running off I-5 to the Central Valley of Mendota and back, you're looking at a 500-mile journey today. So I'm going to try to edit the video that I did for Encinitas today, and it may have to stick for the trip depending on the weather. So adoption ad for dog named Bitey. Walking by Nipper in San Rafael and look him in the eye. That's right. No, we already ate juice, and it's going to be one of my worst food reviews. It was crappy. Yeah, I've been to the UK, Ashley. I used to work for the Royal Bank of Canada in Hong Kong, and our business development and private banking and currency trading office was in London, our international office.
I wanted to know why were people so interested in putting money into the Swiss bank?
Because they would never reveal who the accounts belong to. They had absolute secrecy.
Is that still in effect?
No. All the United States Treasury and the Federal Reserve had to say was, if you want to bank in the United States, if you want a United States banking license, and we know there's UBS and in major cities in the U.S. and trading desks in New York and L.A. and other places. If you don't want to lose your banking license, you're going to turn over the names of the people at the Swiss banks. Guess what the Swiss did?
What?
They couldn't get the names to them fast enough over there. They let it all out. They gave it all. They gave it all away. So much for Swiss secrecy. Okay, that's the end of that. So the really secrecy now in the world, when the U.S. controls 70% of the currency trading market, it's very difficult to isolate yourself just because of privacy. The Cayman Islands tries it, but Britain kind of keeps them on a leash. Cook Islands, the Channel Islands in Jersey, Guernsey in Jersey, over there. I work with guys from Australia that would park their money in Hong Kong, fly in on off their boats into land on top of the Exchange Square building
Well,
there.
can I put money in a China bank account and they won't release the names?
Well, not if it's in the United States, they have to abide by all U.S. banking laws. So, but if you put it in, uh, say, the Bank of China in China or Shanghai Commercial Bank in China, they won't release jack shit to the United States government. They're not answerable to
But if I transfer
U.S.
it from my Wells Fargo to Bank of China, they'll
Well,
know.
guess who's going to see that wire go through? It's called the Swift system. Every Swift system wire that goes through, there's automatically what they call a peel copy goes to the United States Treasury and the Federal Reserve, and that gets forwarded to the Internal Revenue Service. Because every year on their tax form, they say, do you have foreign account trust or holdings there, yes or no? So they pretty much got you by the nuts. Yeah, I know in Cuba, Americans are not well liked. I think that's changed a lot. The people I know that have gone down to Cuba have met some very nice, yeah, that's fair, Angus. Some people down in Cuba, I think Line Screw went to Cuba, and a few other people went to Cuba too. And well, maybe because they were Canadian. And remember, Canadians are welcome everywhere. Nobody dislikes Canadians, right? So. But yeah, Ashley, to answer your question, I work for Royal Bank of Canada in Hong Kong and China, and I would have to fly to London every 2 weeks to attend meetings. So 15 and a half hours going to and 15 hours flight coming back. Cuban saying, yeah, Cubanos are good. Yeah. You ever been to Florida?
Never.
Okay. So I'm saying you go down to Tampa and you got Ybor City, Ybor. Got some great Cuban food, Cubano ham and cheese. Man, they're
I would
good.
rather go to Miami and chooch downtown.
Yeah,
with you.
Miami's good. The problem is it's tight to park and it's ultra expensive. You can't really get near Collins Avenue, which is really the main road that goes through the Miami beach. I mean, it'd be a great place to go. It's the way I feel about Key West. I'd love to get my Space Girl bikini on and go down to Fantasy Fest in Key West, but I'm not, it ain't worth it to pay $400 a night for a hotel just to strut your stuff on Duval Street. That's just not worth it, So unless you guys think I should do a GoFundMe, right? I love a Cubano, Quirky. I do. I love that.
What's a Cubano?
Cubano is like a pressed sandwich that has ham and cheese on bread that's pressed in like a George Foreman type of grill. It's delicious. You can look at our 2015 bottom of YouTube meetup in Florida. You can see that we went over to Ybor City and we did have. You can see the restaurant we ate. Cubano is a meaty pro. That's right. My bike's 63rd to Collins Avenue. Hey Beatles, how you doing? Hey, there's Nicole. There's our pal.
Hi, Nicole.
Yeah, Jewish pickles are the best. What's up, Nicole? Keeping out of trouble. Checking in. There's Pennywise. How you doing?
Yeah, Pennywise.
Ybor is 20 minutes from me. I'll tell you, Pennywise, I love Ybor City over there. I just love the vibe. I love the food scene. The only thing I didn't do was really hit the night scene there. I would love that. Yeah, look at Nicole said. I try to forget 2015. Yeah, she's been keeping out of trouble. Free D. Yeah, it's good to see PW in the chat. This guy got a tremendous amount of respect for. You know him very well, PW?
I know him a little
Pennywise?
bit. Where does he? What
I
state does
think
he live in?
he's in Florida. He's 20 minutes from Ybor City, in the Tampa area.
So you've been to Miami?
Yeah, I've been to Miami.
Did
Yep.
you watch that show, Miami Vice, when it was
No, but I
on?
watched the Jackie Gleason show when it came out of from Miami Beach.
Oh, really?
It's the Jackie Gleason show. Do 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 do, la da do, with the June
What about
Taylor
the Lone Ranger?
dancers.
Did you watch that?
Yeah, I wasn't much into westerns. That's gonna break your heart, but westerns. I just never got into westerns growing up. Shoot 'em up, shoot 'em. I never really enjoyed
Hi,
westerns
Gertie.
too much until ooh, wah, wah, wah.
You know
And
what's interesting about
it
that
took an
movie?
Italian to make me like westerns, right?
Well, some say they're the only ones who know how to make a movie, period.
Yeah, Fellini and
But
company and all.
The Good and the Bad, the Ugly really showed guns themselves, taking them apart to pieces. Do you remember that?
I remember the scene when he went to the gun shop and
Yeah.
Tuco was
They
in there
showed
with the
up
guy.
close shots of
Yeah,
each part of the gun,
yeah.
and you start
And then he would
to,
spin it. And,
yeah,
yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I love that.
they
So.
emphasize the actual gun object.
Wah 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 wah. Do 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 do. Boom boom. Yeah, it took an Italian to make a great Western. So, Pansy was on an episode of Miami Vice, the one with Glenn Fry. I wish somebody would send me a clip of that. We're both big Pansy Gronsky fans here, so I would love
Hi,
to see
Jimmy.
that.
Where's Pansy?
Yeah, the Rifleman with Chuck Connor was pretty cool. Missy Jen turned me on to. She loved Gunsmoke with James Arness and Festus, and she kind of turned me on to that show a bit. Miss Kitty. Wah wah wah. Hey Ronnie, we were just talking about Sheboygan earlier in Wisconsin, the place in Florida.
Hi, hobo.
I remember I went to Tampa Bay, and Missy Jen and I were there, and I wanted to get into Tampa Bay, and I was
Hi, Amanda.
all bikinied up and out there in the water, and some woman's, my God, you can't walk in like that. And I thought she was talking about my bathing suit, and I said, is it my bikini? She said, no, your bikini's great. You got to shuffle your feet along the bottom, or you'll get a stingray will zap you. That's the Tampa Bay Rays, right? You got to be very careful going into the water down there. So, whoa, yeah, Marshall Dillon, yeah, yeah, the Big Valley. I enjoyed that. I liked Bonanza growing up. I thought it was cool the way the Chevrolet symbol would light the map on fire, like the Ponderosa. I always liked that commercial.
Well, I think of the meeting. You hear the clickety clack of the silverware and.
Well, let's just say Hop Sing was the glue that held the whole the whole place together. Mr. Joe no like Hop Sing cooking no more.
I got gone with Kale.
Hey Kale. Hop Sing like big hoss, like everything Hop Sing put on table. Hoss eats everything on the table except the legs, right? I kind of like that. Never cared for Lauren Green, but show was okay. I liked his voice. I liked Lauren Green's voice.
What about the secret agent cowboy? He was a spy.
Oh, that was Wild Wild
Yeah,
West.
Wild Wild West
With Robert Conrad. That was, it was a good script. It was a good idea to blend Futurama with the West. And I think that's where maybe Back to the Future 3 got
NorCal
their
dude.
Yeah, that's James. Yeah, I've met him many times down at the casino, the local casino. So, ooh, wah, wah, wah. Boom, 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 boom. Do, do, do. Baltimore's not. Yeah, Baltimore's the whole Delmarva. Baltimore's on the western shore. Delmarva is the eastern shore. Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, they're the eastern shore. Ooh, that theme stuck in my head all night. If you want to hear the best rendition of the good, the bad, and the ugly, they use all voices to do the instrumentation.
Yeah, I sent you the video.
Yeah, you sent me the video, and that floored me. What was the name? Was that the Danish Symphony Orchestra?
Something like that.
Yeah, it was amazing to me. Ooh, wah, wah,
Hi, Betty.
wah. What about Mr. Faber on Rawhide? I don't really remember ever watching Rawhide. Like I said, I wasn't much into westerns. They were like really big in the 60s. And like I think I was bigger into sports, I think at that time, and baseball and football and that kind of stuff. That was kind of my passion. In basketball, the Baltimore Bullets.
You saw The Natural, right?
Yeah,
With
with Robert Redford, yeah. And I think Glenn Close was in that too, yeah. Yeah. Ooh, was Lauren in? No, that was Marlon Perkins from Wild Kingdom. I remember watching that. Mutual of Omaha presents Wild Kingdom with your host Marlon Perkins. Chuck Connor's rifleman, yeah. He was very skilled. He did his own stuff. He didn't use a stunt guy.
Kaylee in?
Hey, Kaylee. How are you? Does Kaylee love me? Kaylee ain't never loved on me. Nothing worse than a raw hide. That gun will travel, yeah.
Hi, Kathleen.
So, Tara, any goals for 2021? Just survive and get through it, huh?
Yeah.
Now, did the pandemic touch San Diego at all? That you were aware of?
Not really.
Pretty much.
I mean, it touched us, but
nobody dropped out of the workforce, or nobody dropped off or got sick, or...
Yeah, 2 people got sick.
Okay. So it was definitely around, but probably a little harder to spread down here in this...
For some reason, I think we were lucky.
Yeah, that's good. That's good, because they're just being ravaged in India and Brazil and other places right now. Italian directors, they call them spaghetti westerns. Do you know why? Yeah, because they were made by an Italian director. You have a 200... Yeah, I do have a 200 amp panel, yep. Liz went hiking today. Yeah, I had to upgrade. I only had 50 amp service on the whole rancho. I had to throw 200 amp service into that thing. What is Quirks going on about? What is Quirks on about? Yeah, they're called spaghetti westerns because they were made by Italians in Spain. So.
Hi, AEJ.
Hey, Ms. Teresa, you can actually go to the visit the place where the good, the bad,
Ms.
and the
Teresa?
ugly. The graveyard scene was filmed in a lot of the locations for the good and the bad and the ugly were. In Spain, you have some YouTube videos where people have actually traveled out to that graveyard at the end of the good, the bad, and the ugly where unknown is buried in there and all that. So it's pretty cool.
What's your opinion of ABBA?
ABBA, I always liked ABBA. I mean, I enjoyed ABBA. There is something in the air. How about you?
No, earlier this year I was nuts about them.
Yeah, I mean, I just thought they sounded good together.
You know, they were 2 married couples,
Yep.
right? Then they both divorced.
How'd you like the captain and Tennille?
Oh, I liked them.
I just wanted to smash my TV set when the Muskrat Love came. I wanted to kick it in.
Yeah, you don't like the googly love songs.
No, I don't. No, I tended more towards the hard rock of Three Dog Night and Iron Butterfly, and you know, I mean, Jethro Tull was more progressive back then, and tended more to that. Tara's favorite singer or band?
Wings and
Wings.
McCartney.
Linda said I would make Linda McCartney your favorite singer.
No, Paul.
I mean, Paul
Yeah.
I keep thinking of it a joke. What do you call a dog with wings? Linda McCartney.
No.
I keep forgetting about that. I keep forgetting.
Yeah.
I get confused with Stevie Nicks. and Fleetwood Mac. I'm always confusing it in my mind because I'd have to say Stevie Nicks was probably my favorite singer because she brought it hard. She was like Janis Joplin. She brought it hard, like Pink. I like women that really bust a song hard. I'm not much on the Taylor Swift's, the very light. I like women that just make your heart pound a little bit when they're, Grace Slick and people like that. That's the kind I like. Stevie Nicks is amazing. Annie Lennox, same deal, man. She could just bring it. She could just bring it. Join virtually in person. Dinner would be a party of 200. Joan Jett, any of those Pink, any of those singers that they just. I mean, I go to a concert. I put a song on. I mean, I love songs. I love Christine Perry's Heart of Jar of Heart. I mean, there's a lot of. I set that to my first Tijuana cinematic feature from 2019. But man, when I want to be rattled, man, when a chick's up there singing, I want her forward on that microphone. Like, damn, I think Janis Joplin always had it a 45-degree forward on the stage, and she's just screaming it.
Do you remember the song "Oh Sherry" by the guy from Journey?
Steve Perry.
Yeah. Remember when he sang "Oh Sherry"?
Yeah.
He really put his heart in
Well, that's
that.
what I'm saying. You can tell. And, like just what I like about somebody like Pink, she just rolls it out, man. She just rattles your cage. That's what I like. Yeah, Liz. Who won $300? Scottish won some money. That's the ringtone on your phone, Yilva. It's a great song. It's probably one of the greatest 10 musical scores of all time for a movie. Come back to Wisconsin. I love Wisconsin. Wisconsin. You're always going to sway to the Love Boat. That's it. Love, exciting and new. Come aboard. We're expecting you and love.
You like George Strait, huh?
Yeah, I love George Strait. He's my favorite country singer. Him and Alan Jackson.
I Do's World.
That's why I use Remember When so much. Alan Jackson's song in my crabbing and fishing videos coming back to dock and everything from the ocean. Don't even get Nicole started on Adele. Do you remember Enjoy Uriah Heep? Yes, I do. Yep, Uriah Heep, and they were big time. I tell people Jethro Tull today, and they've never even heard of the guy, And I mean, it was David Bowie, Rick Wakeman, just the early Bowie Young Americans album. And yeah, Miley Cyrus. Yeah, she can belt that if you. I just like women that really can just knock your socks off with the song and just wham it. Adele can do a little of that too. So I don't know. Carrie Underwood could bring it too. She could bring a song. Her concert in Reno was one of the greatest concerts I've went to. She went 40 minutes over. 40 minutes. She sang like 10 extra songs at that concert. We were just flipping out. She was amazing. Bowie's Golden, yeah. Alanis Morissette, yeah, she's a good one. I mean, I like when Alicia Keys, I like a little bit of her too. Some soulful music. Stevie Ray Vaughan. I mean, I like blues a lot. Wilbur Harrison, Kansas City, some real solid bluesy kind of rock. Yeah. I'm on a Kansas City, here I come. They got a bird little bit. We saw Martina McBride and Winona in Wendover. That's cool. Wendover. Wow. Do 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 do. Six and Vine, dude. Yeah, all good music. So These days, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, there's a little bit of rap that I like the early root rappers. I like the LL Cool J's, and
Well,
when
I
they
like
were
Run DMC and
Run
Beastie Boys.
DMC, and when they were just kind of the earliest stuff. Uh, I'm going to sound probably like an old fart, but I'm just saying nowadays it's just that, the vulgarity of rap is just beyond belief, and it's just objectified. I mean, you talk about objectifying women. I mean, holy shit. Get that booty bouncing, baby. I got to see that booty. I want to see them boobies and booties bouncing, baby. That's all I care about, that booty up and down. I'm like, what the hell, man? Why didn't these dots get connected with respect for women and all that? I don't understand it. I don't know. I don't get it, Tara. I don't know. I don't know. I think I haven't even been on live chat here. Let me see. I just don't get it. So, there needs a Brother Lynch CD. Yeah, I do. I do. Chris Stapleton last year was all. I'd like to see Chris Isaac. There's something very soulful. Yeah, I love Pink Floyd's my favorite album of all time, Pink Floyd. And my favorite group of all time was the band. Rode into Nazareth, and they also did The Day They Drove Old Dixie Down. Those two were the big. They made the cover of Time magazine. The band. Heart singing Stairway to Heaven. Yeah, that's good. Lou Reed. Yeah, Lou Reed. Lou Rawls. Lou Reed. Hey, Mark Dodge. How you doing tonight?
Hi, Mark Dodge.
So, Tara, how many years? Tara's doesn't full time, but you enjoy the art of dressing and things like that. How many years have you been dressing now? Before I knew you, at least 7 years.
Well, on YouTube, 2010.
Yeah, so we're talking about 11 years now.
Yeah, and I'm like I've told you before, I'm getting tired of it.
Well, you told me that 3 years ago, and you're still getting her done here.
I would rather just make photos.
But you do like I always know it's Saturday because I wake up in the morning and I'll see two videos. You'll see a fashion video, and then you'll do a gaming video.
3 months
the
ago.
Gaming I don't even understand, but I do comment on the the fashion videos and all that. What about 3 months ago?
That's when when I made them. I've scheduled them
Oh,
all
that's
the
right.
way.
That's right. Yeah, you got them scheduled way out there. Yeah. We grabbed some food, Liz. We're all set, honey. We already had dinner. Hey, Bobby. There's Bobby.
Hi,
How you
Bobby.
doing, Bobby? I just
Bobby.
said, hey, cute kitty. Sorry if I missed anybody. Yeah, good to see Bobby. There he is.
Hi,
Damn.
Bobby.
I gotta have. Yeah, Nicole grew up with. Why is Bobby's message deleted? I don't know. What's up, Bobby? Ashley Supertramp was the first. Oh, I love Breakfast in America. What a great album. Take the long way home. Take the long way home. God, what a great song. God, I love the Breakfast in America. What a great album. Jeez, that's just the killer album, Jody. Just killer album. Good to see you, Bobby. The old boyfriend, Bobby. Bobby's still a love of my life. So, love Bobby dearly. I get to do his taxes every year. That's it. Yeah, Jody, what an album, Breakfast. I love that cover of that waitress with the tray overhead. The old car op is amazing. Pat Benatar, Love is a Battlefield. That's a great one. But I just think, Nicole, Stevie Nicks of that cut of singers, just tremendous. I want to feel electrified when I go to a concert. I can only take so much sappiness of the heart rending. I never liked Taylor Swift. I never enjoyed any of her stuff at all. So it was too. It was just too popcorny for me. It was too popish. Too, you know. I can't do tax anymore. I still do. I still burrow through about 10 people's taxes every year now. I had to do a God, I had to do an extra one for somebody with a business on part of the day yesterday. So it was crazy. Yeah, I got it going on, Liz. Last concert, Def Leppard. That's good. Poison was pretty cool. Do you like Poison?
No, but I like Def Leppard. I like the Rolling Stones.
Yeah, I dated a gal, beautiful gal. Beautiful, had big brown eyes and kind of curly, long, loosely curled long hair and big bazumbas, and she loved Poison. She absolutely loved Poison. And she liked Freddy Krueger movies. She loved Nightmare on. She was like weird. She wanted to get in bed with a glove like the Freddy Krueger glove, and I'm like, you're not touching me with that thing. I don't know what the and don't leave that thing outside the room today. This chick's gonna wake up in the middle of the night and just go Freddy Krueger on you, up in the under the mattress or something.
Speaking of cinematography, I think the world of the movie Alien when it
Alien
comes to
was
cinematography.
spooky. It was a scary movie to me.
If you watch on YouTube when you can, the opening.
I'm not gonna watch it again. I don't like it when they're going in with the eggs, and I can't
No,
do that.
skip that. The opening scene is 3 minutes long. All they do is show you the inside of the ship, empty.
Yeah. I'm saying the color tones. Alien really set the theme. Alien really set the ball in motion for cinematography in terms of what I call blue screen movies. If you watch sci-fi movies, they all tend to be blacks and greens, blacks and blues dominate, very dark blues and black. You have very dark screens, very dark scenes with minimal lighting, and you see very few really bright scenes unless it's battle scenes. And I just never got into sci-fi, so. Yeah, too much nature for me, Scottish. Blue Oyster Cult. Do 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 do. How about Foreigner? I want to know what love is. I love that song. I liked White Snake too. Yeah, Bobby. Shut up, Bobby. You talk too much.
Bobby.
Prometheus. Yeah, Bobby. 71, single and ready to make. Bobby's texts about 15 women a day he's texting with all day long.
You remember Halloween 3, right?
Yep. Was that the one with, which one was that? The Silver Shamrock one?
Yeah. Guess where that takes place?
Where?
Up there in Northern California.
Yeah.
I was hoping.
Happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock.
And Nicole loves that
movie. It's time, kid. Time. It just didn't even fit the series, though. It was so.
No, it don't.
Was so out. There was no connectivity to the prior ones. I was like, where the hell did this come from? I mean, I watched it, I enjoyed it, but it was just weird, well, don't worry, James. I'm 62 and still horny as hell, so don't worry about that. I can still deliver the mail to the post office. Okay, no problem at all. Yeah, I couldn't get the connectivity of it. Just floored me, this movie, Halloween 3, and it was like had zero connection to any of the other prior Halloween movies. I just remember that happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock. It's time, kids. Time for the magic pumpkin.
Yeah. It was too nutty, but it was a great story.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. Tera up here trying to make out like that she knows better. There you go.
Yeah, that's Nicole's favorite movie of all time.
Yeah. Who's heading out? Okay, thank you, Double Shot. Thank you, sweetie. Hey, Rosie, I came in at the right then, 62, and And horny as hell. There we go, freak. Yeah. My airmail, my delivery's great. Claire Witch Project. How you doing, sweetie?
Hi, Claire.
Right on time for my
Is her
horny
name
line. How
Claire?
you doing, Claire?
It's her name Claire, right?
Yeah, you better chat me up, Claire. I think we should love my date with Claire, right? I've always kind of had a thing for Claire. A couple girls, 3 or 4 girls, I have serious crushes on the
I
DC slash
guess
Boyd.
I guess truthfully Trisha's not bad looking, huh?
God, I didn't tell you, I was coming down the road. I left about 5 a.m. this morning. I just clicked into her hangout this morning, and I just thought, God darn, man. Um, just 2 words come to mind: tortured mind. And it's just, um, I don't know. She's a very damaged person, and I just feel bad sometimes about. I don't. There was nothing else really going on because I don't really get into.
Oh,
You know,
Witty Widow's good looking.
yeah, she's beautiful. I mean, I was listening to some of her hangout today. Yeah, she's very good looking. Yeah, she is.
And I think Lisa Lynn's pretty cute.
Yeah, Lisa Lynn's cute. Yeah. Would you date Bergs?
I would date Chris.
No, I mean Bergs.
No, but I would date Chris.
Would you ever go to the courtside event with the other van dwellers? And yeah, I might go to courtside, but I've always been kind of an outlier in the RV community. I feel like that can be a very cliquish community. They all travel in their tribes and things like that. Would you let Rich stay in the Shine Shack? Quirky, he already stayed in the Shine Shack, right? But he was certainly a much better house guest. He was clean and pitched in and did everything he could to help me out, which I appreciate. Unlike my prior house guest that stayed 5 months on the property. So
Nicole,
Chaka Costello, clickbait, what's going on? Clickbait Robbie, what's going on tonight? So I'm a mod for Trisha. Love you and her. Yeah, yeah, she's a very attractive woman, but how can my heart not feel like God? Just want to draw her to my ample bosom and just hold her, and just it's gonna be okay, and just let's snap out of it. And what I think is she needs to change the venue. She needs to come out to a place like California or something and just totally break with life and just start just a whole new adventure. Because somebody like that, it just leaves me helpless to think about where you even begin to put the pieces of the eggshell back together again. It's so fragmented and so broken. Yeah, everybody needs a bosom for a pillow. I just love to.
oh, Blinky's good looking. I don't know if you've
Yeah, I've
seen
seen
her.
Blinky before. Yeah, I'd like to draw to my ample bosom and comfort. And no, I just think some people in life you see on YouTube and DC and Boyd, you want to give them a big hug sometimes. You've been with her, yeah. So I guess the short answer is I feel very saddened for her. I think that I think sometimes people use her vulnerability, and I think it's kind of sad in some ways. Do I think she's perfect? No. Did I follow the whole saga? No. I'm not interested. It's not my cup of tea. But yeah, need to stay her friend, stay close. Yeah. Can I post my Instagram? Of course you can, Nicole. Yeah, post what you want, honey. Post what you want. My friend Courtney wants to meet you in Palm Springs. I don't know if I know Courtney. If I don't know somebody, I'm not really gonna probably meet them, and I don't say that rudely, but there's somebody I have communicated with in Palm Springs that I hope to, this person's
Super cereal.
not going to want to be on camera, but yet they've been a great friend of mine. So I'm looking forward to, and I will tell the YouTube name when we're done our meeting and everything else. And I'm going to meet a great YouTuber in Las Vegas. So I'm looking forward to that too. So undisclosed name at this time. So good night, Jen. Jen, love you, honey.
Hi, Jen Jen.
Yeah, Claire, you better be on my Instagram. I got some hot pickies on there for you, honey. Hey, Cab TV. Yeah, Cab TV is a great guy. I
Kev.
like that. Hey, Rolf, how you doing? You know Rolf?
Hi, Rolf.
Rolf is awesome. Rolf is pretty hardcore DC. I mean, I've seen Rolf. She'll go hard on, but she's kind of a ride and die person. She has a lot of loyalty for. I admire that about Rolf.
What do you mean DC?
Drama community.
Oh,
She's kind of a ride or die. Good night, Sherry.
night, Jerry.
Yeah,
I
Cap
thought
TV.
you meant Washington DC.
There is something in me. Now you got me going to be singing damn ABBA all night. God. I liked ABBA from Muriel's Beach. I in my channel now almost. Your subs won't be gone. Talk to Nicole. Talk to Nicole. She can talk you off the ledge, Claire. You got nothing to worry about. Nicole did the same damn thing. She hit her whole channel, and then it took like 3 days for her subs. Every single sub came back. Don't worry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Nicole's the perfect one to tell you about that experience. Yeah, you got her, Nicole, because Nicole was like, oh my God, I don't know if my videos are coming. Like, look, don't worry, they'll come back. Okay.
I like.
And the thing is, they all came back at one time. Nicole just steamrolled her. So it's like, I don't know how many damn videos. They all came back. You know, it took up the whole subscription feed. It's like when Rich Life put his videos from unhidden, they all hit the feed at one time. And it was kind of funny. That was pretty funny. I enjoyed that. You guys should go out and meet someone nice. Don't choose from chat. No, that's a different story. Yeah, there you go, Sharon. Well, Sharon, I love you. You're a quality individual. Sharon has sent me a beautiful thermos with my name on it, the Rosie thermos. Money for a My Pillow cube. You know, I mean, she's been a great addition to the channel here, and I really, really appreciate it. And Patricia Wakefield, so many people on here I have to thank. They've done so much to enhance the quality of my life. It's not always about money. It's also about people taking time to write, to say, do this, do that, or somebody says, here's money, buy this, or get that. Or here's a fan to help you be more comfortable in the van. I mean, it's amazing. Patricia Wakefield, she was the difference between me surviving in the 100-degree Chicago, Detroit, Yuma, Arizona heat with her little fan that can hang on the ceiling that I didn't have to, while the man who shall not be named had to retreat to a hotel, I was able to just stay in my van that whole time. So, yeah, Patricia Wakefield has sent food and drinks to the house, and just been a tremendous I think she sent Dutch Brothers, she's just been a tremendous supporter. Joey D sent some support to that. Love Joey D too. So well, anything else you want to cover? It's been about an hour and a half. I guess we'll go a little bit longer. Or anything else you want to cover?
I can't think of anything.
I can think of this. Please drop the link to Tera's channel. And remember, you may not be into dressing or things like she does a good job. She looks good when she dresses. She does the poses and things like that. At least drop by and give a thumbs up, okay? And just click the video, and just her videos they're not long videos. And then if you're a gamer, she's doing gaming stuff. She drops 2 videos every week, one on 2 on Saturdays. So I always know what day of the week it is for her. So we've always gotten along good. You know, we've never had an issue. You know, we've always had a very stable, many years on YouTube, and I'm very proud of that. You know, Nicole and I have had our ups and downs, but Nicole's you know, much more, you know, her and I are, you know, more invested in the trans side of things as opposed to the dressing side. So we haven't always seen eye to eye, but I have to say you two are my dearest.
We both love the same movie,
Well,
Halloween
I think
3.
we all love each other, you know, and I think that's the important thing. I mean, we've been through Hill and Dale and things like that, but there's, you know, I've learned some things, and hopefully she's learned some things from me, and it's been good. There's a maturity there. I'd still like to kick her arse. There, you know what you get with Tara, and I appreciate that. Yeah, so yeah. Shut up, Nicole. Hey, off the wrench. How you doing?
Off the
Yeah,
wrench.
so appreciate the sub up for Tara. One of my, she'll always be, she'll be a friend for life. She will be a visitor on the rancho. I will be a visitor down here. We need 2 of you nice ladies, and then we can make a foursome, and we can hang out and do all that great stuff. There's her channel there. So it's a working day for the Terror Girl tomorrow, so I'm going to go ahead and you may or may not see her tomorrow. I'm going to do a double check on the. Thank you, Almer. I'm going to do a double check on the weather, and but I will let you know. I'm not going to leave you like, oh, I wonder if Rosie's still in Encinitas or not. I will
No,
definitely
I'll
let.
be at work, and I'll
Yep.
be curious what you're gonna do.
Yeah, I might. You know, if the weather's, I might pop over to another town. I'm a little curious about Carlsbad, and just, I don't know if there's anything to see. The problem is down here in San Diego, a lot of this stuff is very new. It's very modern. It's new money. It's all minted money from biotechnology and high tech
You heard of
and
Viasat, right?
yeah, and real
They got
estate
a lot of
development.
real
Well, that's
estate
what
in
I'm
Carlsbad.
saying. And Howard Hughes, I think he still owns a lot of shit down here, and a huge corporation down here in South LA and all that. So, anyway, guys, I so much want to thank you, and your thumbs up are so appreciated. One of my dearest sweethearts here. We had a good time tonight. You may see her tomorrow. The restaurant review, I'm going to tell you, I was extremely disappointed, but it is a bar and grill, and it is at a resort town, and you're rarely going to have a good meal unless you really pay up for it in a resort town. But kind of disappointed about that. So Jerry and Patricia Wakefield, thank you, sweetie, and everybody else, thank you for your support. I'm only going to mention it one time on the Hangout. I'm not going to beat it up like it's light up a Christmas tree. If you guys want to support, it is appreciated. PayPal.me/Rosie O'Kelly. I do appreciate that. It's been very helpful to me. So, but just being here is the main thing, and the thumbs up are always the driver of the channel. So, to my wonderful moderators, thank you, Cheryl, Jen, Missy, Cyanide, the Juice came in tonight, Jen, Mouse Toes. I'm so grateful. Kitten Cat was here
Mouse
earlier.
Toes?
Yeah, Mouse Toes.
Hi, Mouse Toes.
Mouse Toes has been with me for.
No, I didn't see her tonight.
She isn't in tonight, but she was in my last hangout. I brought her over from the prepper community. She was TR Preppers chats and things. So thank you to my official thumbnailographer, Jody. Thank you. And to the official channel mascot, Quirky Girl. And thanks for everything, guys. And we will see you on the road tomorrow. 2 o'clock in the morning, 5 a.m. on the East Coast. I'll drop the Central Valley town that I'm sure I'm the one and only tourist that ever visited that town. Okay. And then I'll be trying to put up in Encinitas at least what I can put together tomorrow. I'm glad I went out now and took an hour and devoted 2 hours to going around and doing some captures of street life here in Encinitas and some of my thoughts on this place. But keep your fingers crossed. Sometimes the weather doesn't develop the way they see. So thank you all. Shimei, good to see you off the ranch. Behave yourself down in Jamaica there, okay? All right, everybody. Thank you, Tara. Love you.
Love you too.
All right, well, I think that was a pretty decent